So good afternoon, class. Ninth. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So I am going to share my screen. So please try to understand. Those who are still having problem. See, in the last class onwards, we have done some programs without using if else also and using if else also. So now, in any program in Java language, there are some flow of controls available. The controls are available, that is known as the flow of control. So what is the purpose of the flow of control? Basically, with the help of these flows of control, we can control the flow of data in our program. So Java provides 5 control. The first is if else control, or you can say the construct. The second construct which we are supposed to use, that is for loop. Then third is, yes.
Sir, do we have to note down?
Yes, beta. You can copy it later also. You can try to understand these things first. Because everything I am recording, so I will post in the class also. Don't worry. So these 5 construct we are supposed to understand in class 9th. And now out of these 5, we have done in class 8th if else as well as for loop. So here in the first term examination till here we are going to revise. Am I clear? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
So now we are supposed to focus on this part only. Rest of the things we will start after the term 1. So now, first of all, out of this, the first one is known as the conditional statement. This you can copy in short. Conditional statement. The second, third and fourth, these 3 are the looping, loop or iteration. Construct, and this one is known as the selection, or you can say the branching statement. Branching statement. I hope these things are clear. So there are 5 things which we are supposed to understand throughout the year. Out of these 5, the first one is known as the conditional statement. Next 3, for, while and do while loop. These are the looping statements, or you can say the iterative statement. And the last one is the selection, or you can say the branching. So now out of these 5, initially we are going to focus on the first one, that is your conditional statement. So the conditional statement is if else only. So now basically whenever you need to put some condition in your program, we are supposed to use the conditional statement. So here the conditional statement is if else, which is used to check conditions in your programming language, whether you are using Java, whether you are using C++ or any other language. And for using this if else in your program, we need to follow the structure, and that structure is known as the syntax. Please note down everyone, that yesterday also I have told you. Here the condition, then the opening curly braces, then these are the statements, then After that, here just write else. Now on the next line, then again the curly braces. Please note down this in the fair notebook. So now this is the first variation under the if else. So now in this case, if the condition is true, if this condition is true, then this body will execute. And if this condition is false, then the else automatically executes. So now this is the first variation. Now see the second variation in which we can have so many conditions. So for that the syntax would be like this. We write this condition. Everybody please copy it carefully. Now the second structure is if else if. If you are having multiple conditions in your program, in that case we always use the second structure. And now under any condition, whether it is else, whether it is true case or whether it is false case, you can have any number of statements inside the opening and closing curly braces. But if there is only one statement under this opening and closing curly braces, in that case, this opening and closing curly braces are always optional. Am I clear this? Now, the last one is if so there are three variations. The first one is in this we are having only one condition, like in that case we are supposed to use if else only. So if the first condition is true, then the body will execute accordingly, otherwise automatically the else part will execute. Now sometime you are having more than one condition in your program, in that case we always use if else if structure. So if this condition is true, then this part will execute and this and the else will not execute. But maybe the first condition is false, then automatically it will check the second condition, and if it is true, then this body will execute, else the last case will execute. So that depends on the condition. But if the else is executing, that means none of the case is true. And now in the third variation, there is no else. So else is always optional. Sometimes it is not required to use else. So in that case, the third structure we will always prefer. I hope these things are clear, everybody. Yes or no?
Sir, the third part, sir, no answer.
Pardon?
Sir, like in the third part, sir, sir, if we want, sir, we can put the else part, sir.
But else is always optional. That I have told Mr. Karan Agarwal. Please pay attention. Right?
Sir, actually, due to some network issue, I could not hear it.
No problem. So I hope these things are clear. The structure is clear, the syntax. So we are supposed to focus on this. So how we are going to use that I am going to tell you. So now for putting condition in our program, first of all we are supposed to use the relational operator. So the relational operator means that we have already told you, discussed in the class 8th. Relational operator, that is greater than, less than, double equals to, greater than equals to, less than equals to. So these operators are very, very important. And now out of these we are having not equals to also, and the or symbol also. Basically these two, and or not, these are the logical operator which is used to combine multiple conditions. But here the relational operator are used to put conditions in your program. So how we put that everybody knows. And out of this we are having this double equals to and the equals to. Basically this single equals to is known as the assignment operator, whereas double equals to is known as the comparison operator. So the assignment operator is used to assign values from right to left side variable, and whereas the double equals to that comparison operator is used to compare values of two variables, okay, whether they are having the same value or not. Am I clear this?
Yes,
Now, so just try to understand one question. So I think we have done few programs which is based on the conditional statement. Any other query you want to ask, beta? Class 9th A till here,
No, sir.
or should I continue the programming part?
So programming part, sir, you can continue, sir.
Okay. So now just try the one next question yourself. Write a program to check whether the number is even or odd.
Share your screen. Screen is not. Yes, sir.
Sir,
Screen
please
sharing
sharing
from.
is off from.
Okay, I have not shared my screen. Let me share my screen. Is it clear now? Visible?
Yes, sir.
Now, please note down the question. Write a program to check whether the number is even or odd. So, whenever you are putting this, whenever you are going to check something in your program, always we are supposed to use the conditional statement. And now, whenever you are going to apply the remainder or the quotient sign, always try to use whole number. So, for whole number, which data type is required? That is integer.
Integer.
Okay, please use this.
Sir, do we have to post on GCR?
Yes, better. Even you can post in the chat box also, but after that please let me know whether you have posted or not, if you are not able to post in the GCR.
Sir, please enable the chat box.
So just leave it. Now post solution in the chat box only, sorry, in the GCR only. Okay, try everybody in the computer. Under 9A announcement you need to post under the comments. Is that clear? You can add your comments as your program. This is very easy question, everybody has to try. After posting, please let me know whether you have posted or not. Veda, are you getting this question or not? Atulya Pandey, Harsh Chandra, Neonika, Pranav Avelia. Good.
Yes. Sir, I have posted.
Where?
Sir,
Yes, Pranav Avelia. Thank you.
Sir, I have also posted.
Veda Jain, but you have not printed the number, Veda. Always you need to print the number also. Which one is even and which one is odd. Is that clear?
Sir, I have entered the number.
Beta, I am saying while printing even odd, you need to print the number also. Pranav Avelia, you also you need to print the number. Which one is even, which one is odd. Okay? Got it?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Okay, now let me help you in this question.
Third time.
Just a minute. I am sharing my screen. Please pay attention here. So now in this question, what we are supposed to enter? We are supposed to enter any number. And now user has entered this. So now while printing, you need to print which one is even and which one is odd. So that is very, very important beta. So now see, in this program, the user is inputting a number in n, and if it is divisible by 2 and then the remainder is coming 0, then the number is even. Otherwise, it is odd. I hope this one is clear. Am I clear? Bachcho, please respond.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So I am posting the solution in the chat box. Sorry, in the GCR only. So some of Veda Jain, your was correct now. Very small mistake you people have done. Udit Jain, your was correct. Bansal, Neonika Bansal. Again, the number was missing. Isha Jain, absolutely fine, beta. Thank you. So now I hope this question everyone is getting. There is no issue with this, right?
Yes, sir.
Now the next question I am going to share. So now please write down. Write a program to enter any integer and check whether it is single digit number or two digit number or digit number. Please try this question, everyone. The question is there on your screen. Enter any integer and check whether it is single digit number or two digit number or multiple. The spelling of multiple is wrong. Multiple digit number. Note down this question, everyone, and do it now. Fast. I hope the question is clear.
Yes, sir.
Please do it.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, beta Prachita.
Sir, wanted to ask that multiple digit means
Multiple
greater
digits
than
means
two
here
digit number.
if the number is greater than two digit number. So that is a multiple digit number. It can be of three digit, it can be of four digit, it can be of any digit number more than two. Okay? Got it or not?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Please do it. Divyanshi Chaurasi, are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Good. Atulya Pandey, are you getting the question, beta?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Sir, your screen sharing has been off, sir.
Pardon?
Sir, your screen sharing has been, sir, removed, sir.
I know that. I have done that. Any problem?
No, sir.
Then do it.
So I was just telling you that I think, sir.
No, don't think. Just focus on your question only. Solution. All the time it is not required to share my screen. Everyone, please do it fast. Aman Bhargava is there.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting the question or not, beta?
Yes, sir. I got it.
Karthik Bhatt.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You can switch on your camera, beta. Why you people have switched off the camera? Please try to understand. Switch on the camera. At least I should see na ki who you people are. You are the new child, maybe from other section. I don't know you people. So let me recognize. This is better for you and better for me also. At least I can recognize you people by your name also and by face also.
Sir, I've posted.
Okay, Pranav, let me check. But again, you have posted under the previous comment, beta. Pranav, post in the fresh one. But it is correct. Well done. Very good, beta. Absolutely correct. Pranav Havelia. Pranav, Pranav,
Yes, sir.
there is a very small mistake. This plus. Let me share my screen first. Wait. Okay, Pranav, look at here. This plus sign, please remove it. Before n, there won't be any plus sign. Okay? Rest is fine.
Okay, sir. Sir, what if user enters -3 or so?
Pardon?
So what if user enters negative number?
For that you need to work. In that case, it will not work. Okay,
Yes,
Pranav?
sir. So, sir, if the right num is smaller than equal to 0 and
Beta, for that there must be some solution, proper solution. So let me share. I am going to explain that query also. Everyone, please pay attention here. Now, my question is very easy. The question was, enter a number, enter a integer, enter any number. So now, for that, user is inputting. So first of all, what we are supposed to check? First of all, we will put a condition ki if the number is in negative. So what we are supposed to do? If it is less than 0, so what you are supposed to do? Just multiply it by -1. Then the number will become positive. So for that, we are supposed to put a condition like this. If this one is true, then n equals to n into -1. So now the number becomes positive. Am I clear this? Am I clear or not?
Yes,
sir,
sir.
it's yes, sir.
Now after that, we will put a simple condition ki if n is less than 10, then the number is single digit. Just wait. One digit number. Which one is one digit number? That is your n. Now, one more condition is required. Else if n is less than 100. So, what we are supposed to print? The number is 2-digit number and the number also. And now, at last in else, what we are supposed to print? The number is multiple digit number, and this is mentioned in the question. That is why we are printing. So it's a multi-digit number. Which number? N. Now let me show you the execution. So now if you have entered negative number also, then it will work properly. So that you have to think accordingly. So now see, suppose you have entered -150. So this is multi-digit number. So the output is coming multi-digit number. Which one is multi-digit number? 150. Am I clear? So first of all, we are supposed to convert that number into the positive one. Am I clear or not, everybody?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
if the number is
What?
nothing, sir.
Now one more time. Now see, this time user has entered 150. So the output is coming accordingly. That is your multi-digit number, right? So now in this question, in this solution, I have not used the logical operator, means the minimum and the lower range. So if you want, you can use that also. So for that, what would be the condition? Let me show you this. So in that case, we can put condition like this. This also, it is also correct. Am I clear?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I am written, sir, in the answer part, sir, I am written, sir, if the number is greater than, less than 10, and sir, and double and.
Beta, please go through this only. This is the correct solution. Rest you need to post and mail me. I cannot tell like this only. Okay. So this is also a variation. The previous variation I have told you without AND operator, and now instead of this, n is less than equals to 99 or n is less than equals to 9. You can put here this also. That is also same thing. Am I clear, everyone? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
So these variation you should understand. Okay. So please note down all these things. I have recorded everything. I will share the recording after the class. And now the time has come to end the class. With this, I am going to stop